Hello, welcome to Neil Ayur Yoga channel. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about the guiding principles of yoga practice. I am Dr. Neelam, yoga consultant and therapist and Ayurvedic practitioner. Okay, so we'll start with this. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, Atma Sanyam Yoga, they have given basics of guiding principles, how to perform yoga practice. So let us start. Yoga as a therapy. So this is according to the syllabus YCB TTC level 1, 2 and 3 and also yoga therapist and consultant. These are just the basic principles which we all know. So Bhagavad Gita chapter 6 explains this as what principles to follow, what practices to follow before, during and after yoga, after doing yoga, and benefits of doing yoga regularly. So today we are going to deal with this. Okay, so let us start. In Bhagavad Gita, what they have said in Atma Sanyam Yoga, you can see here, Yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi stitah एकाकी चितात यत चितात्मा निराशीर परिग्रह. This means devoid of any material possessions or desire, with body and mind controlled, the yogi should remain in a secluded place, concentrating only on the self. So what are the practices before to follow? सूचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाय स्थिरम् आसनम् आत्मनः न अति उच्छितं न अति नीचं चैलाजीन कुशोत्तरम. Means yogi should remain in a clean place on a seat that is neither too high nor too low and covered with kusha grasa, a deer skin and a cloth. So nowadays we use yoga mat for that. Okay. The next is what you should do during the practice. Samam kaya shiro griva dharayanna chalam stiram sampreksha nasikagram swam dishachan avalokayan. That means we always practitioners say to our students, say straight with the back straight. So that is what this Bhagavad Gita also says. Samam kaya shiro. Kaya shiro grivam means your neck and your body and your back are on in the straight line. Okay. And what are the benefits of regular practice? On the regular basis, if you practice yoga regularly, yukta ahara viharasya, yukta cheshta sukarmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkaha. Practicing yoga will vanquish the troubles of one who performs his duties diligently and who is disciplined and balanced in his eating, sleeping and waking hours. So let's go further. So what we should do before yoga practices? Shauch means cleanliness, an important requisite for yoga practice. It includes cleanliness of surroundings, body and mind. Yogic practices should be performed in a calm and a quiet atmosphere with a relaxed body and mind. Yogic practice should be performed on an light and empty stomach. Bladder and bowels should be emptied and evacuated before starting yogic practice. Yogic practices should not be performed on uneven surface. So, a mattress, durry or folded blanket should be used. Yeah. And then, light and comfortable cotton clothes are preferred to facilitate easy movements of the body. And these practices should not be performed in a state of exhaustion, illness or in a hurry. Then what should we do during the practices? So practice session should start with a prayer as it creates conducive environment, thereby relaxes the mind. Perform the practices slowly with the body and breath awareness along with its relaxation. Yeah, it is. Then breathing should always be done through nostrils unless instructed otherwise. Body should not be held tight. Do not give any jerks at any point of time. Do not hold your breath unless it is specified, like in Surya Namaskar. We specify hold breath, but again we change it. While inhaling and exhaling, chest has to be expanded and compressed respectively. Do not be greedy to perform. You have to perform all asanas according to your own capacity. All asanas, bandhas, mudras, and pranayams, everything. Do not get disappointed. It takes some time to get good results. Therefore, patience and regular practice is very essential for good results. There are contraindications and limitations for each asana, pranayam, kriya, and bandha. Such contraindications should always be kept in mind. In case of chronic diseases or cardiac problems, doctor and yoga therapist should be consulted prior to the performance of yoga exercise. During pregnancy and menstruation, yoga experts should be consulted prior to yoga practices. So, what we have to do after after the yoga practices? Bath may be taken only after 15 to 30 minutes of the yoga sessions. Light food may be taken only after 15 to 30 minutes of the yoga sessions. After each practice sessions, Shavasana may be practiced as per need, but I advise you have to practice it. Yoga session should end with meditation or deep silence or Shanti part. So, these were the basic yogic principles. Do subscribe my channel and do keep watching me on YouTube. Thank you very much.